Hey guys, my name is Ben. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Windmill Growth. We specializing in building personal brands for founders on LinkedIn. We're making sure that the content aligns with profile optimization, engagement, distribution, etc., etc., etc. In this video, I'm going to talk about a tutorial that I built for the last year of understanding how to start building your personal brand on LinkedIn in 5 easy steps. This video is a part of a series of 2 videos. This is the first one who talks more about how to build it on the technical side of it. And what do I mean by technical side? It's more about small optimization and tweaks that you need to make sure, you can call it even growth hacks, that you need to make sure that you're amplifying on your LinkedIn personal profile in order to increase your brand awareness, inbound leads, profile visits, and engagement intention. So it's 5 easy steps, not going to be long, super interesting. I hope so. Would love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. We're going to talk about profile optimization, how to send correctly daily connections, how to outbound correctly, the beginning, the tip of the iceberg of content creation, how to create the systems to support it, and the importance of adjust, repeat, and improve. Let's dive in. Excited to get started. Let's talk. Okay guys, so this is the whole chart. I'm a man of charts. I really love to see flows and understand things better on the visual side of it. So I built this chart actually a few months ago, and I'm improving it from time to time. Every time that I'm getting to know a new growth hack or something. So right now, this is what we have. This is like our sort of a manual book of how to start build your brand correctly on LinkedIn. Again, the technical side of it, super important. I got I want to say 500,000 views on LinkedIn in the last 30 days, and this has helped me a lot. And it helped me not only in getting views, also to convert them into actual website visitors and then into leads, clients, and so far so on. So let's start. How to start building your personal brand on LinkedIn 2024. So as you may know or not, but LinkedIn has a lot of changes recently. They're prioritizing videos, deprioritizing text-based content, but still the all logistics behind the scenes of profile optimization, daily connection, daily outbound comments, and how to synchronize and create content generation content generation still remain the same. So you can use it and work with it with every content type that you're willing to explore and work on LinkedIn. So if we're talking about the first important thing that I would start on, it's profile optimization. And why? Whenever someone is seeing a content of you on LinkedIn and he likes the content, the first thing he will probably go into your profile. And this profile optimization service that we do actually helped me to convert from 500,000 views on a video on LinkedIn into 9 inbound qualified leads. And out of it, I closed 3 new clients to my agency. So this is the funnel that it happened, and it happened in a very cool way, actually, that I noticed the results of it only when I had a really good traction and tension on my post, because a lot of people went into my profile, hit the follow button, and checked my website, and afterward they joined the wait list, and the rest is a history. So if we're talking about the profile optimization, there is a few things we need to make sure we know how to do. So the first thing I would notice, or the first thing I would deal with, is the profile photo and the banner. This is how my profile looks. I really like it actually. The colors are brightening. I prefer a photo without a blank background actually. That's my preference, but you can do whatever you want, of course. I want to make it more vibrant, more colorful, and a very good photo with your face smiling, super important, with a nice t-shirt. Can be whatever you want, but something that looks good and inviting people to follow and be in your network. The second thing is your banner. Also super important. You can hire a graphic editor from Fiverr or Upwork, whatever you want, but you need to make sure there is few things in your banner. The first thing is your one-liner. It should be in the middle, strong, clear to understand what you do, like how do you help others with your company logo, and maybe a photo of yourself or trusted by X amount of founders and companies. Do whatever you want, but make it feel alive. Don't make it very boring or without. I saw a lot of profiles without a banner photo, and I have to tell you, this has really reduced the amount of conversion that you can get out of your profile. So pay attention to it. The second thing is your one-liner. As you can see here, my one-liner is founder and CEO at Windmill Growth. We're helping founders be different. By the time you will see it, probably LinkedIn will deprecate top voice, so this is not relevant, the place that you live. And all of it is done in order to make sure that people who see you in general on LinkedIn, no matter where, they will know what you do, and this one-liner helps a lot. Why it helps a lot? Because it tells, okay, I'm a founder and CEO. This will increase the amount of people that will click on my profile to see what I'm working on. Windmill Growth, that's my company. They will go into the website, they will go into the company profile, and they will see what I'm working on. And this gives them a hint of understanding of what I do. I'm helping founders be different. What does that even mean? Great, let's check it out and see how it goes, and then go to the profile, company profile, and then website. So you can do it. I'm not like, there's a lot of people who just use like founder and CEO at Windmill Growth. I would recommend not doing it like 3-liner. I would keep it 1-liner with what I want to represent and what I want to do and how I help my clients. This is the best way possible to do it. You can also do, as I said, only founder and CEO at X, and that's totally fine. The about section. A lot of people underestimate the importance of about section actually, and I have to tell you, this is like, if I'm like classifying the private messages that I'm getting on LinkedIn, I would say that at least 10% are from people who tell me, wow, Ben, I was thrilled from your story in your about section or stuff like that. I had a pretty cool story that my parents wanted me to be a lawyer. I drawn into entrepreneurship, and I left university 2 weeks before it started. So at the beginning, I had a really boring about section. I wrote something like face-to-face person. No one cared about it. But whenever I understood that a lot of people read the about section, I took it to the next step, and I used my copywriting and storytelling skills, and like I used our copywriters as well. But here I'm telling my story in like 2 minutes of read. And why I do it is because I want to make people resonate and feel they can understand what I'm doing, and they might be future collaboration, future clients, whatever, you name it. As long as people interacting and engaging with your profile or sending you a DMs, you are on the way to win. So this is also important to understand. Use your about section, do it in a very like storytelling wise, and help people understand better what you do, what you did, and where you're at right now. Services and featured. There is a services and featured section on LinkedIn profile. I will show later how you can edit it. But in general, also, you should make sure it's aligned with the colors in your banner. It helps people understand what you do. It just makes your profile looks better and more professional. A lot of people come to us to only do like profile optimization services, and that's fine and cool. I appreciate it because this is your credit card. This is your business card. Okay, someone goes into your profile, no matter if you're looking for a job, no matter if you're opening a company, if you want to raise money, people will go on your LinkedIn page. And whenever they will go to your LinkedIn page, it can look very good, or it can look very like that no one is taking care of it. So you want to make sure that your profile looks good in order for people to go into it and be impressed about the services, featured, about section, content, and work experience that we're going to talk about it now. So here we're talking about the work experience and company page. It's not the highest priority, to be honest, but it also helps. So I would probably do it and like make sure that all of the companies that I work that has logos and like there is no gaps between companies. And if I have roles that more relevant, I would have emphasized them more and more. And about my company page, I would make sure that I just have a normal banner, profile picture, about section, one-liner, like helping people when they go in, they will be able to go to my website as well. And it's the most important part of it, as I said, it's not highest priority, but you need to make sure that you have something that helps people understand what you and what your company does, and you have the logo and everything in your legitimate company. That's all in terms of like profile optimization. I'll give you a hint. After I did the profile optimization, it's not here. I'll show it to you later. But after I did the profile optimization services, you can see it was around here, around July, where you can see the growth in the total followers count. Super important, helps a lot. Do it now. Let's go to the next step. So we did profile optimization. Now we can talk about sending daily connections. A lot of people underestimate this as well because they think that content just enough. and content is king in all social medias in general. But I have to tell you that there is one growth hack that we discovered, that whenever you add a new connection to your network, a new follower, he's going to see your content in the next few days, 48 hours usually, on his top of his feed. So take it into consideration, understand the importance of sending daily connection and outbound in general, and do it the right way. And I will tell you exactly what do I mean in the right way. So here, you'll probably need to define your ICP, and there is a full, I'm just showing it here. There is a full example of how to send ICP. It will be in the description below. You will have the link for both of those. But you can see here, this is an example of how we build how you need to send LinkedIn connections correctly. If you want to use the sales navigator, if not, you can use it without. In general, helps a lot in building your brand and building your audience on LinkedIn. If you want, you can also improve it with a personal note, stuff like that, or use third-party services. But in general, both of those links is going to be in the description below. It's a full example of how to add people to your network correctly, and how to make sure you're using it to increase your audience and make sure more people are listening to what you're saying. So ICP definition, you need to understand exactly who your ideal customer profile, and then you will be able to add those daily connections, to send those daily connection. View the LinkedIn connection guide, link in the description. This is what I exactly show you right now. And then the important part of it is you need to send between 20 to 30 daily connections. I know it sounds a lot. It's 5 minutes usually if done correctly, but you should send to people that is like your ICP daily connections, so you will be appeared in their feeds, they will be appeared in yours, and you will be able to engage. One note that I'm usually doing, not all of the people will tell you guys that, I don't know, not everyone is agreeing about it, but I'm maxing my weekly limit every week, and it helps me get, I want to say like in a month, around 1,000 followers. And the most important thing to understand about getting followers on LinkedIn, that LinkedIn is designed to be not a viral platform. So it's harder for you to get followers, but the next follower is always easier than the previous one. Don't forget it. Third step, outbound daily comments. Alongside the daily connections, LinkedIn has a huge percentage of your success in how much you outbound with other people. And I'm saying outbound daily comments, I mean, again, ICP definition, you need to make sure that you know who you're commenting to, and like the person you want to interact with him for a reason. Okay, you want to interact because he has a lot of traction, because he has a lot of attention, likes, comments, or he's maybe your client in the future, so you want to be appeared in his feeds. That's totally fine. But you need to understand who you're interacting with. You need to look for best performing posts of your ICP, or for people with a lot of traction, tension. You need to comment between 10 to 15 comments a day, thoughtful comments only. Okay, the whole purpose of it is that you need to make sure that your comments are interesting, commented right after the post is posted. I would recommend you maybe even do a notification for your ICP people, or prospect list or stuff like that. But you need to make sure that you have likes on your comments. And why? Because whenever you have a lot of likes, your comments will appear in the top of the comments section in the post that you posted on. Why it's important? Because if this post is going to get 80, 90, 100,000 likes, your profile is probably going to get, I want to say 100, 200 profile views, because your comment is appeared at the top. So this is also important. We always need to make sure that we know how to funnel people from their feed to our profile. That's what you should that's what should lead you. And then people will try to engage via DM, because you engage with their content, and then they see your content more and more. So for example, here, one of my inbound leads that I closed the same day. Hey Ben, I was about to sign up with a ghostwriter type of service for LinkedIn. Then I saw your post, let's chat. Sure, sounds good. Jumped on a call, 2 days later, close the deal. That's how you should do it. Okay, you should make sure that you're engaging with their content, and then they will engage with your content, and you're building the circle of engagement. And whenever they feel ready, they will just reach out to you and ask for your service. The fourth and maybe the most important part is building the system for content creation. Again, this is the technical side of it. The next episode will be fully about content creation, of how to create good content, how to come up with good ideas, everything end to end. But you just need to make sure you have systems to support your content creation, because it's not easy. It's easy to create a content for like a week, 2 weeks, 1 month, but if you're talking about a year, 2, 3, that's hard. So the first thing you should do is define your LinkedIn persona. Okay, if we're talking about step 4, the content creation, it's divided into 3 mini steps, sub-steps. The first one will be define your LinkedIn persona. The second one will be create your systems. And the third one will be generate distribution. I'm going to go through all of them in order to explain exactly what we do. So define your LinkedIn persona. You can see it here. This is how I define my personal brand overview. This is how I want to like appear in people's minds, and his personal brand is centered about authenticity, resilience, and community-oriented approach. This can help you actually. Also, you can copy and paste those type of things that you're writing right now into an LLM model, and then it will be able to create content for you easily and like make it sound more like you. It's not perfect yet. LLM right now and AI models are not the best in content creation, in my opinion, but still it can help. So you can try it and see how it goes, and then do like small modifications and improvement. The next step is think about how you want to pop into people's mind, and here is the part of like building the tone of voice. Okay, again, super important. You need to make sure you know how you write, consistency in your writing. This will what will make your content being more engaged and people to be more committed to your content, because they feel they know you better. If one post will feel very AI, the other one will feel very casual, there will be like some sort of misunderstanding. But if you'll always remain with the same tone of voice, the same color palette, the same emojis that you keep using every day, people will come back and engage accordingly. So you need to make sure you define your tone of voice in order to make sure your content is engaging enough. Understand your sub niche and tone of voice. Again, I said, you can see it here. My hook here, the time of the week, seven best weekly posts I've seen on LinkedIn. Trust me, they are gold. Okay, this is the colors. You can see it here. This is the colors that I'm using. I'm using it here. The trust me, they are gold. Completely aligned with the energetic and modern and casual and conversational. This is who I am. This is the type of personal brand I'm building for myself, and this is how I do it. Start idea generation process. This is just like how I come up with ideas. I will tell more about it in our next video, but in general, we need to make sure we have like the ideas we want to write on, and like, let's say, post types or post styling, like listicle, X versus Y, analytical, and more. And more. Create your systems. Second step in content creation, we need to make sure we have a full calendar that is ready to schedule subtasks, content types, pillars, design. Like, we need to make sure this schedule, I would recommend you using through Notion, but we need to make sure that the schedule can hold the all next week posts always. We need to make sure we have 7 days ahead of content that is already ready, and we don't need to, like, if lives get hectic or something is happening, we still have content that is like ready to go and approved, and we made sure that the content is good enough to be posted. The second step will be to actually schedule the content. There is a lot of good content scheduling tools. I'm not using them. I really prefer the way LinkedIn schedule posts. There's a lot of people who recommend about Tapilo, Bright.live, a lot of those type of services. I really prefer to use the regular one on LinkedIn. I like it. I don't know. As you can see, I post every day at 8 a.m. This is also important to understand why I'm doing it. Whenever people know when you're posting and you drop like hints about it every few posts, it helps your content being more engaged, because those people will probably have their own rituals of going to LinkedIn whenever they wake up or whenever they're on their way to work. If you're posting every day at 8 a.m. and they're every day going into LinkedIn at 8 a.m., they will probably see your content and will engage more and more because they will feel resonated with it. So make sure you have like a sort of a content schedule that posts around the same time, and drop a hints here and there. So, for example, in one of my posts, I said one of my most important things is to make sure that every post I post goes out at 8 a.m. every day Eastern, and then people know that I'm posting at 8 a.m. and next time that they will be in the app, subconsciously, they will know that I'm posting soon. So something that helps as well. Data analysis. You need to make sure that you're, as you said, it's directly connected to sending daily connections, because that's what helped me build my audience and the profile optimization. But in general, you need to make sure that you're always adding people to your network, so your graph will look like this. Okay, your graph should always be very positive right, of course, in order to make sure your next followers, as I said, should be easier than the previous one. And as long as you have good profile, good content, and people are engaging with it, it will be easier for you to get to being more approved. Will be easier for you to raise more money. Will be easier for you to sell more and to have more accountability and credibility on LinkedIn in general. So data analysis, you always make sure that you're on top of your, let's say, analytics reports on LinkedIn. So you can double down on what works and understand how to optimize your process. Generate distribution. This is one of the most important parts in general on LinkedIn. You need to make sure you have engagement, you have distribution, people are seeing your content. You can see it here, for example, one of my posts went viral, 400 likes, 500,000 views. That's what it is. And we're doing it because I make sure people engage with my content because I engage with them. So it's on purpose that I'm engaging on a daily basis, and I want to make sure that people engage with mine as well. But I'm building those circle of engagement that I'll talk in a minute right now. But this is the goal of how to generate distribution. So the first step is make people care about your content. You can see here, someone sent me thanks again for the tips, Ben, because he commented on my post. He said thanks, and he said on DM, thanks again for the tips, Ben. I said no problem, good luck. And then he asked another follow-up question. Whenever he asks another follow-up question, I knew that he's a prospect. He might be a client. Why do I know? Because he has a lot of interest in what I do. And then we did a casual call, see if we can work together. 2 days later, boom, new deal. So that's what it's all about. Okay, inbound to convert them into an actual client. You need to interact daily, as I said, connected directly with step 2 and 3. Interact daily with other people. It should lead to a full growth in your profile viewers. You can see it here. And you should build another maybe gold tip that I'm giving you here is that you should build a supportive friend group or use growth services. I'm not going in too deeply about growth services. I'll maybe leave another short explanation in the description. But supportive friend group, you should find someone who has a lot of interest in building a personal brand on LinkedIn as well, like yourself, because you're here and you already 20 something minutes into this tutorial, and the supportive friend group will help you to break the first barrier of LinkedIn, because it's hard to start posting on a new platform, no one noticed. But whenever you have 4 or 5 people that will engage with your content and they're a friend of you and you're helping each other grow, it will help your content be a bit more viral. It won't do the difference. It won't make you go viral from 4 to 5 people, but it will help you to generate more initial engagement, let's say, and more distribution. About growth services, just think that a sort of a done for you service that you can use and help it be faster and easier for you. Okay. Let me go to the next and last step, who is maybe the most important one of all. Adjust, repeat, and improve. In general, I would recommend you do it in everything you do. Always reflect back, understand what you did good and what not, and how you can improve it. But that's what it's all about. Okay, you should always go back and, for example, if you saw that sending daily connection does not convert enough or you're not getting a lot of approval, then think about maybe adding a note. If you're seeing that your outbound daily comment does not generate likes into the comment, find a better way to write likes. Maybe use AI, LLM tools, do whatever you want, but always adjust and improve. If you're seeing that you're not getting a lot of profile visitors or website views, then you should improve your profile optimization. So always make sure that each one of those steps, you can always get back to it, adjust, repeat, and improve. Most important part that I'm pretty bad at, actually, it's set goals, celebrate success, and share announcements. And make sure people are part of the journey as part of it as well. One of our clients got 4.5 million views in a week, and we shared the success. We was thrilled about it. We enjoyed the part of it. I'm soon to be like 5K followers. My clients are getting to 20,000 followers. So celebrate those successes. Set the goals. Understand where you want to be in a few months from now. If your goal is like to convert leads, if your goal is to get more inbound leads, if your goal in general is to have this brand awareness better, build the brand awareness better, and maybe even just, have more fun on LinkedIn, like set the goals, celebrate the success, and make sure you're working hard enough to achieve your goals, because LinkedIn of 2024, this is the platform to be in if you're a B2B, B2C, whatever business owner, founder that you are. If you are a business owner or a founder, you should be on LinkedIn, and you should not waste another minute. Okay, and the reason I'm saying it because LinkedIn right now has more than 1 billion users, mostly unique ones, and people are coming to sell, people are coming to buy, people are coming to make their business bigger and better. So if you have a service, if you have any product, if you have something that can help people build their business better, you should be on LinkedIn. Want to thank you all, guys. I really appreciate the time. I know it was not that short, but I hope I provided value as much as possible. I really enjoyed filming it, actually. Let me know in the comments how I can be better and how I can improve it for next videos. Yeah, thank you very much. Let me know if you need any help. I'm available for questions in the comments. And my website and all of the relevant links are down below in the description. Have an amazing day, guys. Ciao. You got this.